Hey, good morning, my friends. MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa here with the MLive Morning Weather Update brought to you by Consumers Energy. An Alberta Clipper, the exact definition of an Alberta Clipper. I'll show you what I mean. And that is a storm system that comes out of the west coast of Canada, comes through Alberta, Canada, and then usually dives southeast across the Dakotas, Minnesota, and then the low pressure center comes somewhere into Michigan, or at times in the winter when they're more robust, middle of winter, they even drop through parts of Indiana or Ohio. So it's typically a 2 to 4 or 3 to 6 inch snow. This one is a 2 to 4 inch snow. I'll let you off the hook quickly. That's our one hope for a white Christmas. If it can stay to Christmas Day, I'll show you that. And then also a second smaller hope for a white Christmas. So let's get on into it. And of course, we'll start with today. I was anticipating a light snow in the southeast. It's happening, but it's really pretty wimpy. So you see that snow coming through Oakland County into Ann Arbor and Detroit right now. Hey, Kendall Bailey, thank you very much. Appreciate it. And Jeannie Nordquist, thanks for watching. Ike Love, good morning. All right, and so the snow in the southeast really won't do much. Maybe a half inch or an inch in spots. That is definitely about it. So let's get into the modeling, show you what's going to happen here. These are two short-term models that I like in this situation, and they extend out for the Alberta Clipper. So here's a little snow in the southeast done by early afternoon. Some random snow showers come into northern lower Michigan. This is lake effect snow, but it's not really put together, so you might get some spots that get an inch or two. That's about it. And by 7 tomorrow morning, you see the Alberta Clipper snow shield starting to approach. This is noon tomorrow, so if you're traveling tomorrow morning, should be a-okay. And this isn't a monster snowstorm. This is just what I would call a steady, widespread light to moderate snow for about the northern half of lower Michigan. Take a line from Saginaw to Muskegon northward, and then you go in a strip just south of that and it's sporadic snow, and then you go I-94 south and it's not much snow at all. So this is tomorrow afternoon. This is 7 in the evening. Overnight, Thursday night, and you can see how the pivot point is coming through central lower Michigan. So the snow shield, the constant snow shield, stays north of that, northern half of lower and the UP. So Houghton Lake, you're going to get some snow out of this, and Tawas, Oscoda, Traverse City, obviously, Manistee, Ludington, Mount Pleasant, and Bay City probably more so, and Midland than Saginaw or the south side of Saginaw. Now we're Friday mornings, 6, 7 a.m. And you could see periods of snow showers have drifted into all of southern lower Michigan on Thursday night. Now we're into noon Friday, and it's still hanging on with some off and on snow showers. And we finally total out at 7 p.m. Friday, and it's breaking down in the southeast. What does our high-resolution rapid refresh model look like on the same situation? Well, it has those spotty snow showers today, and then here it brings the snow shield in. This is noon tomorrow, so it's a little bit faster, about the same kind of scenario. This is middle of the night, Thursday night, and it tallies out, ends at 7 a.m. Friday morning with snow showers around. Hello, Brighton and Karen Richards. Good morning. Chippewa Nature Center is watching this morning. Good morning to you. And Marianne LePage, thanks for watching the MLive Morning Weather Update brought to you by Consumers Energy. All right, snow totals today, not much. In the northwest, an inch or so in spots. And then let's bring the Alberta Clipper through. I think this is probably a pretty good depiction of what's going to happen. And we could call it a 2 to 4 inch snow from Saginaw, Caro, Bad Axe, over to Muskegon, northward, through Cadillac, through Traverse City, through Houghton Lake and West Branch and Gladwin and Tawas. A little enhancement perhaps along the Sunrise side, where it gets you maybe to a 1/5 inch of snow. Now let's look at the high resolution rapid refreshes forecast. Same thing. It ends earlier, so we don't get the whole Friday snow. John Krajak, can we have some rare lake effect snow on the Sunrise side in Alpena? Yes, you actually get what I would call lake enhanced snow, because you rarely get a true lake effect. What you're getting is a system snow that's juiced up a little bit because of a northeast wind. The temperature configuration isn't great for what I call a cold snowstorm in the northeast, just marginal, so it adds on another inch or two. But yes, good observation there, John. Can we just call you John K this morning? So here's a high resolution rapid refresh, and again, it says a 2 to 4 inch snow. Let's go back. I forgot to cover the southeast. I got so excited about 2 to 4 inches of snow. So the south, south of Saginaw, into Grand Rapids, into Flint, into Lansing. Let's call it a 1 to 2 inch snow. Ann Arbor, Detroit, far southern part of southeast part of the state, we probably better call it less than an inch, and that's why you may have a tough time having a white Christmas, because an inch will probably melt on the day before Christmas as it warms up to a couple of degrees above freezing. Okay, so out into the future, is that our only snow before Christmas? Here's our Alberta Clipper. I told you I'd show you this. Look out to the west. This is this morning. And look at Alberta, Canada. There's the storm center, and then it comes through the Dakotas, through Minnesota, Iowa. And the European model actually has it the farthest south, and it actually has the 2 to 4 inches about 50 miles farther south, too. And there's your Saturday and Sunday, just some spotty lake effect hugging the shoreline. This is Monday if you have to travel. This is Monday into early afternoon. Hey, good morning, Matthew Myers, listening from Camden. That's way, way south, correct? So this is Monday afternoon. And this isn't a robust system, but it's another little shot of snow, probably a 1 or 2 incher. And that's the hope for a white Christmas for Ann Arbor and Detroit. Now, this is Christmas Eve. Notice the absence of storm systems around the country. Good morning, Charity Wright from Benton Harbor. And yeah, Wisconsin calling for 4 to 7. It looks like it's a little heavier over there, a little bit more enhancement for whatever reason. So this is Christmas Day. And it's not a real strong warming pattern, so we could hang on to, probably will hang on to at least an inch of snow on the ground from Saginaw northward. South of that, it's going to be iffy. Then we go into our warm spell. This is late next week. We're into a solid rain. Look at that storm. Not even any snow on the backside of that storm system as we head toward the end of next week. And then we go to December 30th, another storm system, and signs that might eventually get some cold air, a little bit colder air entrained into it. And by the time we get to, this is New Year's Day, we may have some snow showers around, but nothing right now that looks really robust whatsoever. All right, let's hit the temperatures, and then I will let you go. You will be officially updated more than you've ever been updated in your life in weather. Maybe. So gradually colder to, hey, Heidi King, what up, what up? Parma. Beverly Matsko, lake effect from Portage? No, not lake effect for Portage on this situation. Okay, so gradually what's happening is we will get very cold as we head towards Saturday and Sunday, and then we will trend upward after that. So this is Thursday, tomorrow highs near 30. This is Friday, highs near 30 in the south, only low to mid 20s north, places like Traverse City. And then Saturday, highs in the teens, north half, low 20s, south half. Sunday, cold, highs low 20s. Monday, highs about 30. Tuesday, Christmas Eve day, 37-ish, 40, so there will be some melting. Christmas Day, 40 from Saginaw to Grand Rapids and Big Rapids, southward, Muskegon 40, maybe even Manistee and Frankfort 40, Traverse City 38, Ann Arbor low 40s, Kalamazoo maybe 45. Then the warm-up continues. 40s creep into all of lower Michigan. And the 27th, Friday, 40s, maybe 50s. 57? Maybe. Remember, I'm showing you an ensemble. This is a very important concept. I tried to write about this yesterday. It's a very important concept for when I show you long term, an ensemble. So I thought of a great analogy because my editor yesterday said, we need to eliminate this whole paragraph because I don't get it. I said, it's the most important paragraph. It means I got to reword it. So I thought of an analogy. So just give me a moment here. Okay, hang with me. So ensemble. We have the European model. We like it. We like it at 3 days out, 4 days out, 5 days out, 6 days out. It's the sweet spot for us. A snowstorm, 3 to 6 days out. The U.S. models handle it way better before that. After that, everything can get kind of iffy because we have the one mode of the European that we look at, the deterministic. I don't know who made up that name. I'm searching for a better, more realistic word, the best run. But 10 days out, that best run can be flaky. So they run an ensemble. They tweak that model 51 times. They run it out, and they average those. So if you see something extreme or abnormal out 10 days out on an ensemble, it's probably going to happen because more than the majority of the 51 runs said that. So, for example, we're looking out 10 days and we're seeing quite warm temperatures in the 50s. That means some of those model tweaks probably said 60. Some of them probably said 40. A couple might have said high of 30. But on average, they all. So here's my analogy. You come up with a business idea. And your dad is your go-to person that you'd ask, hey, Dad, I got this business idea. What do you think about this? He says, I don't really think that's a good idea. And in your head, you're saying, I wonder what the rest of my family and friends say. So you ask another 50 family and friends, and the overwhelming majority of those come back, I think that's a good business idea. Here's why. You say, well, Dad's my go-to person, but he might be off on this one. Does it work? hopefully. So let's get back to the maps and wrap it up. So my point is, what I'm showing you is an ensemble of 51 tweaks of the European model, and it's showing, this is Saturday, December 28th, in the 50s, all the way up to Traverse City. This is December 29th, 60, Ann Arbor, Detroit. And this can change. It doesn't mean that this is perfect, but it just says that it's a thing to definitely watch. Now let's go out to New Year's Day. And it looks like the cold starts to return, and we would obviously agree that at some point we're going to return back to normal. But it looks like next week, really Christmas Eve day on is going to be much milder than normal. Hey, good for travel at least. Not great for a white Christmas, but good for travel. Thanks for joining me on the MLive Morning Weather Update. Thanks for indulging me. Let's see if people liked that analogy. I didn't hear anything. So, Joe Narwat, what about New Year's Eve? Right now, it looks cooler, but not stormy. I would say New Year's Eve looks like it will be in the 30s or so. Thanks for joining me. I'm meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Bye.